Chosen one, the person that everyone around you desires, the one that rooms go quiet for, the one that people compete for without even understanding why, that person is about to choose you. Not them, you. And if you leave before this message is finished, you will miss the confirmation that your spirit has been waiting for. Stay with me. I'm speaking to you right now because what is about to happen in your life is not something that follows a natural pattern. It does not follow the rules of who is most visible or most impressive by the world's standards. It does not follow the logic of competition or comparison. What is about to happen follows only one rule, my rule. And my rule says that what I assign to a chosen one cannot be taken by anyone else, no matter how many people are reaching for it. You have watched people who seem more confident get the attention. You have watched people who seem more polished receive the admiration. You have stood in rooms and felt overlooked while others were celebrated. And in those moments, something quietly painful happened inside you. Not loudly, not dramatically, but quietly. A small voice that asked whether you were enough, whether what you carried was visible to anyone, whether the love you had to give would ever find the person it was meant for. I heard that quiet voice, and today I am answering it. The one that everyone desires is not choosing everyone. They are choosing you, because I am the one directing their heart. And I do not direct hearts randomly. I direct them with purpose. I direct them toward the person I designed them for, and I designed that person for you. Type Amen if you are ready to receive what God has been preparing for your life. Let me tell you something about why this person draws so much attention. It is not simply their appearance. It is not simply their charisma. There is something in their spirit that people are responding to without fully understanding what it is. They carry a light, a warmth, an energy that makes people feel something when they are near. And because of that, many have tried to get close. Many have pursued. Many have presented themselves as worthy of what this person carries. And yet something inside this person has remained unsettled. Something inside them has continued searching even when surrounded by options. Something deep in their spirit has refused to fully land on any of the people who have come before you. That something is me. I have been keeping them searching. I have been keeping them from settling. I have been guarding the deepest part of their heart for the specific person I designed it to open for. And that person is you, not because you competed the hardest, not because you outperformed everyone else, but because before either of you was formed, I wrote your names in connection with each other. And what I write, the world cannot erase. I need you to understand something about the way I choose. The world chooses based on what is most visible, based on what is most immediately impressive, based on what looks best from the outside. But I choose based on what is true on the inside. I look at the heart. I look at the depth. I look at the love that a person carries even when no one is watching. I look at the faithfulness in the quiet seasons. I look at the care that was given without an audience. And what I see in you when I look at those things is exactly what I designed this person to need. You are not the most obvious choice to the world, but you are the chosen choice to me. And when I make a choice on behalf of one of my own, it is final. Type 111. If you believe that God has already chosen your person and is guiding them toward you, there are people who have tried very hard to win the attention of this person, people who put on performances, people who showed up with everything polished and presented and carefully arranged to impress, and for a time, some of those efforts worked on the surface, but nothing stuck. Nothing went deep enough to reach the place inside this person that is reserved for you, because you cannot reach a depth that was not designed for you. You can touch the surface of someone who is not yours, but you cannot reach their soul. And what I designed in this person at the soul level has only one key, and that key is you. This is why every relationship they have tried before this season has reached a point of limitation. This is why connections that looked good from the outside eventually revealed that something essential was missing. This is why even when they tried to settle, even when they told themselves that what they had was enough, something underneath refused to agree. That refusal was my doing. I was protecting the space. I was keeping the depth of their heart available for the arrival that was always coming. And that arrival is you. You are not arriving late to a competition that others have already won. You are arriving exactly on time to a story that I have been writing since before the competition began. And the story has always had your name in it. Type 777 to declare that you are not late and you are not too little and you are exactly what God designed for this person. I want to speak now about what this person has been feeling in this season, because many of you are connected to them in spirit even before the full natural connection has been established. And what they have been feeling in this season is a growing restlessness with everything that is not you, a sense that something is missing that none of the people around them can provide, a quiet dissatisfaction that they may not be able to articulate, but that is shaping every decision they are making right now. They are letting things go. Connections that looked promising from the outside are being released because something inside them refuses to pretend that close enough is the same as right. They are creating space, not consciously in every case, but spiritually. I am moving things out of the way on their end just as I am moving things out of the way on yours. I am clearing the path between you from both directions. And what is being cleared is not being cleared by accident or by emotional impulse. It is being cleared by my hand working in both of your lives simultaneously. When two people I have connected begin to be cleared toward each other at the same time, what results is an encounter that neither of them can explain by natural means alone. It feels fated. It feels larger than themselves. It feels like recognition rather than introduction. And that is exactly what it will feel like when you meet. Because it is not an accident. It is an appointment. And I have been preparing both of you for it. Type 333 to affirm that God is clearing the path between you and your person from both directions right now. I want to speak to the part of you that has struggled to believe that someone like this could choose someone like you. The part of you that looked at this person, at their qualities, at the way others respond to them, and quietly wondered whether you were in the right conversation, whether what you carry is enough to hold the attention of someone who has so many options, whether your love, your depth, your presence is competitive in a field that seems crowded with impressive people. Hear me clearly right now. You are not competing. You never were. Competition implies that multiple people have an equal chance and that the best performance wins. But this is not a competition. This is an assignment. And in an assignment, the outcome is already decided. I have already decided. And what I have decided is that this person belongs with you. Not with the most impressive person in the room, not with the one who performed the best, with you, the one I designed them for, the one whose presence does something to their spirit that no amount of surface-level impression can replicate. What you carry is not less than what others offer. It is different from what others offer, and different in the way that matters. What you carry goes deeper. What you bring reaches the places that performances cannot reach. And this person's spirit knows it even before their mind fully understands it. There will be a moment when they are near you and something in them will go still, not because you dazzled them, but because you reached them. And reaching someone at that level is something only the right person can do. Type 222 to declare that you are not competing because God already assigned your person to you. I also want to speak to the jealousy you may have felt watching others pursue this person. The sting of seeing people who seemed less deserving receive attention. The frustration of watching connections form that you knew were not right while you waited in what felt like invisible patience. That pain was real, and I am not dismissing it. But I need you to see what that pain was actually doing inside you. Every moment you watched someone else fall short of reaching this person at the depth they needed, your faith was being confirmed. Every relationship they tried that did not last was evidence that the space was still being held. Every time someone who pursued them came and went without permanently landing, it was proof that what I prepared for them had not yet arrived. And you were the one it was being held for. The waiting was not punishment, it was protection. It was me keeping what is yours exactly where it belongs until the moment I had prepared for both of you to finally meet. The jealousy you felt was rooted in a lie that said the space could be filled by someone else. But the truth is that the space was never in danger, because I am the one guarding it. And what I guard, nothing and no one can take. Type 444. If you release every feeling of jealousy and step into the confidence of knowing that what God assigned to you cannot be taken. There is a shift happening in this person right now that is directly connected to your arrival. Their standards are rising. The things they were willing to accept before are no longer satisfying them. The connections that felt fine before are beginning to feel insufficient. The level of depth they are seeking in every conversation, every encounter, every connection is increasing in a way that is eliminating things from their life that cannot meet it. And what is being eliminated is making room for you, room for the depth you carry, room for the love that you have been holding for someone worthy of it. I am raising their standards on purpose, because I need them to be at a level where what you bring is recognized and received rather than overlooked. A person who is willing to settle for surface will not be able to fully see what you carry. But a person who has grown past settling, a person whose spirit is now demanding something real, that person will recognize you the moment you enter their space. And that recognition is what I have been building them toward. They are ready for you now in a way they were not before. And you are ready for them in a way you were not before. The timing is not accidental. The timing is intentional. And what I am bringing together right now is the fullness of what I designed before either of you arrived on this earth. Type 555 to declare that God's timing is perfect and your moment of meeting is approaching now. You stayed. And staying was not a small thing, because I know the battle that happens in the mind during a message like this. The voice that says this is not for you. The doubt that creeps in and says that someone like you does not get a story like this. The old wound that tries to convince you to protect yourself by not believing too fully. You stayed through all of that. And what I have for you in this second part is the reward for staying. I want to go deeper now. I want to speak to the specific things that are happening right now in the spirit realm on your behalf, because the natural world is always a reflection of what has already taken place spiritually. And what has taken place spiritually regarding this connection is already complete. The assignment was made before the foundation of the world. The connection was written before either of you drew breath. And now what was always true in the spirit is becoming visible in the natural. The manifestation of what I wrote is approaching the surface of your life. The one that everyone desires is being prepared to see past everything that usually captures attention. Their eyes are being opened to something deeper than what they have been chasing. I am shifting their perception so that what has always attracted them on the surface is beginning to feel insufficient. And what they are now being drawn to, the depth, the authenticity, the quiet strength, the genuine love that does not perform for an audience, is exactly what you carry. I am literally recalibrating what they find irresistible, not by manipulation, but by growth. As they grow, what they desire grows with them. And who they are growing toward is you. Type 666 to affirm that God is recalibrating your person's desires and pointing them directly toward you. Let me speak now about what the actual encounter is going to feel like, because I want you to be prepared. Not so that you perform when it happens, but so that when it happens, you are not so surprised that you retreat. The encounter is going to have a quality of ease to it that surprises you. You are going to find that what felt difficult before with other people flows naturally with this person. Conversation that you had to work for before will feel effortless. Comfort that took months to build with others will be present almost immediately. And that ease is not because you have lowered your guard dangerously, it is because you are finally in the right place. You will notice that this person looks at you differently from the way others have looked at you. Not with the evaluating gaze of someone deciding whether you meet their criteria, but with a curiosity that wants to know more. A warmth that is genuine rather than performed. An attention that stays on you even when other things are competing for it. And in that attention, you will feel something you may not have felt in a long time. You will feel seen, not the surface version of you, the real version, the full version. The version that you have been carrying quietly and carefully because not everyone has proven worthy of it. This person will prove worthy of it. Not perfectly, not without their own imperfections and growing edges, but genuinely, in the ways that matter most, in the ways that your spirit has been waiting for. Type 777 to receive the divine encounter that God is bringing and declare that you will not retreat when it arrives. I want to speak now about the love that will grow between you, because it will grow in a way that is different from what you have experienced before. It will not be urgent and frantic. It will not feel like you have to rush to secure it before it disappears. It will have a steadiness to it that is new for you, a groundedness that lets both of you breathe, a pace that is set not by anxiety, but by genuine enjoyment of each other. And that kind of love, the kind that is not driven by fear of losing it, is the kind that lasts. This love is going to be a safe place. Not safe in the sense of unchallenging. Growth always involves challenge. But safe in the sense that you will know that the foundation is not going anywhere. You will know that what you are building has roots deep enough to survive the seasons that test it. You will know that the person across from you is not going to disappear when things get difficult, because they are not there for the performance of the good seasons. They are there for you, the full you, including the parts that are still growing. And you are going to show up that same way for them. Because what I am bringing together is not a one-sided gift. You are bringing something to this person that changes their life in ways they did not know they needed. Your love is going to reach places in them that nothing before reached. Your care is going to heal things in them that they thought were permanent wounds. Your presence is going to be a consistent reminder of who they are at their best. And that is not a small thing. That is the kind of love that transforms a person from the inside out. Type 888 to declare that you are ready to give and receive a love that transforms both people completely. I want to address something that some of you have been carrying, the feeling that you are too ordinary for someone extraordinary. The sense that the person you feel drawn to exists in a different category from where you are, that their visibility, their gifts, the way the world responds to them, places them in a space that you do not naturally inhabit. And that feeling has made you hold back. It has made you minimize yourself. It has made you wonder whether reaching for what you feel drawn to is realistic or whether it is a form of reaching beyond your place. I need to dismantle that thinking right now, because the concept of leagues is a human invention. I did not create categories of people. I did not assign some people to be too much for others. I created individuals, specific, unique, irreplaceable individuals. And then I wrote specific connections between specific people that have nothing to do with the world's assessment of who belongs with whom. The person I designed for you is not above you. They are alongside you. They were made to walk beside you, not to look down at you, not to be a prize you have to earn, but to be a partner in the fullest sense of the word. When they choose you, they are not lowering their standards. They are meeting their destiny. And when you receive them, you are not punching above your weight. You are stepping into what was always written for you. There is no category that separates what I have joined. There is only the story I wrote, and in that story, you belong together. Type 999 to release every thought that says you are not enough for the person God designed for you. There are chosen ones listening to this message who have been praying for a specific person by name, who have felt a connection so strong and so specific that it could not have been manufactured by wishful thinking alone, who have carried the weight of a love that feels real even before it is fully established in the natural world. I want to speak directly to those chosen ones right now. What you feel is real. I placed it there. I do not place yearnings in my chosen ones without intention. When your spirit reaches toward a specific person with a consistency that your mind cannot explain, that is spiritual knowing. That is me confirming in your inner world what is already true in the eternal realm. The connection you feel is not one-sided. Even if the other person is not yet fully aware, the connection is real on their end as well. It is simply operating below the surface of their conscious awareness, while I continue the work of preparation on their side. Continue to pray. Continue to hold the space. Continue to believe, not obsessively or desperately, but with the quiet confidence of someone who knows that what I have ordained cannot be undone. I am working on what you cannot see, and the results of that work are going to become visible in a way that confirms everything you felt when the world around you was telling you that you were imagining things. You were not imagining it. You were receiving it. And what you have been receiving is on its way to becoming fully real in your life. Type 1111. To declare that the specific connection God placed on your heart is real and it is coming. As this message reaches its closing, I want to leave you with something that you can carry forward into every day between now and when what I have spoken becomes fully visible. I want to leave you with a posture, not a posture of desperate waiting, not a posture of anxious watching, but a posture of confident expectation. The posture of someone who has received a word from the one who does not lie and who is now simply living fully while the fulfillment approaches. Live your life. Not as a person waiting for their life to begin when this person arrives, but as a person whose life is already full and rich and purposeful, because the chosen one who is most ready to receive this love is the one who is already whole without it. Not because you do not need love, but because your wholeness is not dependent on its arrival. And that wholeness is actually one of the most attractive things about you to the person who is coming. They are not looking for someone who needs them to be complete. They are looking for someone who is already walking in their identity and simply has room for a partner who is doing the same. Be that person. Be the version of yourself that you are most proud of, not for them, for you. And watch how that version of you becomes exactly the person that the one everyone desires cannot look away from, the one that rooms go quiet for, the one that others compete for without understanding why, the one that has kept searching without finding what they were looking for in anyone they have encountered so far. That person is being guided by my hand right now toward one specific destination, toward one specific person, toward the one I designed them for, before either of you arrived on this earth, toward you. Not because you performed the best, not because you competed the hardest, not because you were the most visible or the most impressive by the world's measure, but because I chose you. And my choices do not change. My choices do not expire. And my choices do not arrive at the wrong door. You are the door they are walking toward, right now, in this season, at this moment in your story. And when they arrive, everything that happened before will make a kind of sense that only completion can provide. Stay ready, chosen one. The one everyone desires has eyes only for you, and they are already on their way. Type yes and amen to receive everything God is releasing into your life through this divine connection. Share this message with someone today who needs to be reminded that God has not forgotten their heart and that what He wrote for them is still coming.